So foundational, back Huntington Playhouse, sitting in that auditorium, that was a great memory that you had. Did you make the decision that the arts and drama was going to be where you were going to go study, and then, carry us through that just a little bit?
Absolutely. I think that I had not only been doing plays, I had been using like video cameras, even in advanced placement French class, we had a project, and all of my fellow students, we created like a talk show in French that we shot. And it actually ended up, one of the librarians here submitted it to a contest and actually won an award. I'm just remembering that after many years. But I was always kind of interested in and again, I look at today's world, like I was a content creator. I was creating that type of stuff.
Back then, in a different world that we didn't even call it content creation.
And I took 2 VHS recorders, hooked them together, and figure out how to edit VHS tape into a finished thing, back in the day when
hard.
And there's no software back then. But so I'd been doing all those things, and I was interested in, I initially thought I wanted to study film in that world, and at the last minute I kind of pivoted and said I want to audition for the drama department, because I think, and this I was looking at various universities, but I think at that point I was having a certain amount of success at a high school level, feeling like, oh, this is really interesting. And I think the word that comes to mind is I wanted to embody it more and not just like sit, do that. And that was an incredible education for me by choosing to study all aspects of theater, being an actor, being behind the scenes.
Yep.
What does it mean to manage theater? You learn all of these various disciplines. And again, because of my time here at Bay High School, I had kind of reached a level of, I was seeking other people like myself who were really serious about this particular subject. And I think that's true in any education, like you kind of learn or you gravitate towards something. And whether, I remember fellow classmates who went off to MIT to study science, and I thought that was interesting because they're going deeper into like their passion about science. And for me, that was like going into a quasi-conservatory type environment where it was very serious, and the professors we worked with were all about, this is a really important profession, and we take this very seriously, which was an interesting way to take it to the next level based on my experience.
Yeah, this isn't the hobby that you had in high school. This is.
We went from hobby to considering this as a profession.
Right.
And I think that's the next step, that it kind of puts you through your paces to say, do you want to go into this professionally? Because it's really hard.
And the success rate is very low.
Yeah.
Your career has been unique.
Yeah, this is very true. And but I think anything that's really exciting and worth creating in your life, there's usually some challenges along the way, and those challenges, I think, put you in a new place of creativity and creation. Because I think no matter whatever your path in life, professionally, personally, I think ultimately all of us here on planet Earth actually create something and create a better world out of that. But everyone is drawn to say, what's my place, and what do I want to create, what I want to put into the world. And I think that's exciting, that any student, in high school can begin to experience that. And I think that is what I experienced here at Bay High. Is like, oh, I can create things. I'm not just a receiver of information, but I can do that and take something with it and then create something new out of it with a community of people. And I think that's incredible for young students to aspire to.